everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a video for you to show you how you can make the most out of your humbucker guitar in its split coil positions and get it to sound a little bit more in this range of a true S-style type of guitar. Now for those of you who know, when you split a humbucker, you are going to lose a little bit of that output, which is, a humbucker is typically a hotter pickup, but typically when you are splitting the humbucker, you get kind of a dramatic output loss. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to kind of level things out a little bit using some EQ in my Fractal FM9 Turbo and get it to sound a little bit more like a true single coil. It's obviously not going to be perfect because there's a lot that goes into pickup winding other than just frequencies, right? There's things like wax potting, the type of bobbins you're using, the depth of the actual magnets, the different type of magnets and combinations. All that stuff plays a role in the tone of the pickup, but we're just kind of approximating it and get it to kind of sound as close to the real thing as we can. So I'm going to be using this guitar. Mostly this is my Mike Lowell TLTX. It has Lawler low wind imperials in the neck and standard imperial down here. And we're just going to stay in this split position in the neck pickup. And then kind of for what the type of tone we're trying to get is coming from this new guitar that I got a couple weeks ago. This is a Mike Lowell SX Custom. These are their own single coils. They're kind of like a 63, 64 style. I call this my PRS Silver Sky Killer, just because it's kind of in that same vein in terms of the pickup output and the frequencies and stuff, but they're crisp. They have nice low end. They're not weak or wimpy at all. Great note definition and sound really, really good with gain. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing right now, and let's go ahead and go to FM9 Edit and I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright everyone, so right now we are looking at FM9 Edit, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the signal chain and show you kind of what I use to get your split humbuckers to kind of feel a little bit more lively and a little bit more like a true single coil. Now this is not going to be a perfect representation, mainly because there's always different stuff going on with pickups, like in the winding and the wax potting, all that stuff. Frequencies that the builder or the winder purposefully rolls off or boosts, whatever it might be. But this is to kind of get you in similar ballpark. Now, obviously, one thing that my humbucker guitar cannot do is replicate the, I guess they're not out of phase, but just the 2 and the 4 position. Some people do call it out of phase, but apparently it's not truly out of phase. But let's go through the signal chain first. Now this full preset is available on my website, johnconashiroguitar.com. And this is kind of based on a classic reverb-ish type of thing. But here is the 2-rock or the 2-stone J35 settings. Let's go to the ideal tab. And then the next part that's really important is right here in the EQ. Give it a little bit of scoop. And the input dynamics. And then let's go to the cabs. These are 2 cabs that I chose. And then all I did was, you can do more if you want, just low cut at 73 Hertz, but depends on your guitar, I guess. And then did a little bit of room level right here. And the reverb is the South Church. And really all I did was adjust the time in the mix. Okay, so here is what the guitar sounds like. Let's stay on the neck position for now. Okay, so really listen to the low end response of the single coils. There's a roundness to them, but it's not too harsh. Top end on these pickups are sweet. So whoops, sorry about that. We were on the neck middle. Let's go back to the neck. Okay, full sounding, nice and round sounding. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to switch guitars really quick. This is going to be a little bit wonky, but all right, so I'm in the neck position right here. Lawler, low wind Imperial in the neck, and it's split right now. Let's go ahead and just play for you what it sounds like right now. So like, it's not bad at all. Like, I don't know, I feel like I could get away with it. But I've also played Strat style guitars for a really long time, so I know that the low end is not quite there. It's still a little bit on the muddy side. So here is what we got. We have EQ block right here. This is a graphic EQ, and this is basically what I did was took out some of the low lows, and then right here at 250 took a little bit out, bumped it up at 500, 1000, 2000 is where you get the pick attack, so I made sure that was up quite a bit. With 4000 you can kind of adjust it, we can mess with that, and then for like the ultra high stuff I left it as is. So now let's go and play. Pretty stinking close. Let's go ahead and take some 4000 out. So hopefully you can hear how the low end hopefully has a little bit more roundness to it. Compared to now, let's see what would happen if I bumped up maybe the 250 just a little bit. Maybe a little bit too boomy. Maybe let's set that to 0. And maybe let's take out a little bit more pick attack. Okay, so I think that's pretty stinking close. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but in a mix, who knows, you might not hear anything. Now let's go to kind of a lead type thing, or let's go lead. And one more time, let's go ahead and switch back to the true single coil. Now, if you really want to get a good side-by-side comparison, definitely just go to that intro, as I'm going to be flip-flopping quite a bit. All right, let's turn that off. All right, so sorry for the flubs, but as you can tell, it's pretty close. There's this, I don't know, it's a roundness and a squishiness, I feel like, to the low strings on a style guitar compared to a humbucker style that's split coiled. But again, this is a really cool workaround. Like in a mix, who knows if you could really tell the difference. But it's just a really good way to make your humbucker guitar kind of be your Swiss Army knife type of guitar with the split coil type of thing going. Now there's companies like PRS that does the partial split, gives you a little bit more output and stuff like that. I know that somebody else is trying to do something similar. I think it was Lamberton's pickups. I haven't tried those yet, but this is just a cool workaround. So hopefully you give it a try in your Fractal unit. I'm sure you could get pretty close in the other modelers as well, but give it a try. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. We'll see you later.